What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. Back at it today again with another off-season rebuild, and today we're going to be doing the Carolina Panthers. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one, subscribe if you are new to the channel. Basically what this series is I try to predict on what I think each team will do in the off-season, and some people have agreed and some people have highly disagreed with my decisions, and that's fine. We all have our own opinions. Of course, I could be totally wrong on a bunch of things, so I could be totally wrong on what the Panthers do. So of course they hired Frank Reich as our head coach. I tried to make Frank Reich as a custom coach, and then it said that I couldn't put his last name in for whatever reason. So he's technically still probably the head coach in the video game on the Colts, so it's whatever. So ignore Matt Rule still being the head coach, of course. But Eddie Pinheiro, Deontay Foreman, Matthew Ioannidis, you got Henry Anderson, Rashad Higgins, Sam Darnold, Bradley Bozeman. So you got some interesting free agents here. The Carolina Panthers are still in an interesting position because they have a lot of solid players, so they could technically go from being as bad as they were to being really good next season, or they could just go ahead and trade like Brian Burns and Dante Jackson, whatever. They could go that route. I'm going to try to stick on the route of quickly turning around this team because I think that's what the Panthers will do. So you have like Deontay Foreman, who I think played pretty solid for you, so I'm going to try to re-sign him. Of course, you could replace him with a different running back in the offseason, and he's going to actually test free agency. So I guess we could go look at whether free agents are available. It is going to be interesting to see if the Carolina Panthers decide to keep Sam Darnold. I think that's possible. But for the decision I want to go in today, I'm not going to do that. So I'm just going to leave everybody out here. I don't think I'm re-signing a single person, which sounds kind of crazy. So we're just going to go in with no re-signs, and we're just going to go straight into these two free agency. So taking a look at the roster as currently constructed right now, of course, the biggest thing is quarterback. Now, I don't know how much this team believes in Matt Corral. It really is unfortunate that he got injured because we probably could have saw what he could have been last year. But in reality, he got injured. Nothing you can do about it. They have two young tight ends in Ian Thomas and Tommy Tremble, Taylor Moton, Austin Corbett. Could use another different center, Christensen, I almost said Onkongwu, which is a NBA player, Iquanu, DJ Moore, Terrence Marshall, and then Laviska Shenault. And they got Williams as well, Preston Williams, Shub Hubbard, and then Johnny Hecker. So we don't really have another quarterback. So if you take a look at the defense side of the football, you got Shaq Thompson, Wilson, Frankie Louvu, Jeremy Chin, Xavier Woods, Dante Jackson, CJ Henderson, JC Horn, Brian Burns, Roy, Derek Brown, and Matos. So like I said, they have a lot of good pieces on the defense side of the football. Again, they could go in the total route of let's just tear it down, trade Brian Burns. I know they were offered like 2 first-round picks, I believe, and they didn't take it. So it leads me to believe that this team is not looking to tear it down. They're looking to, get back up really quickly. So let's accomplish that. So that's kind of direction we're going to go in with Carolina here. Starting in free agency, we clearly need a running back and we clearly need a quarterback. So if you take a look at the quarterbacks available, Tom Brady, yeah, you could go for like a Jimmy Garoppolo, Jacoby Brissett, Daniel Jones, whatever you wanted to go here. But my idea for the quarterback position for the Panthers is to trade up in the draft. I think it's simply the best decision the Panthers can make. Now, will they do that? Maybe not. I don't know. It's going to be tough, but I am going to try to trade up in the draft. Running backs in free agency that I can sign: Rashad Penny, P. Ryan, Raheem Mostert, McKinnon, Kenyon Drake. So it's getting a little rough down here. So I'm going to look at the top. Tony Pollard is very interested in coming to Carolina. I don't know if he would come to Carolina, though. I think that would be out of left field if he did. Although he could be kind of maybe utilized like they use Christian McCaffrey. Debatable. Miles Sanders, and then they're like Kareem Hunt as well, Jamal Williams. Give me Kareem Hunt as my most realistic option. I'm going to go ahead and give Kareem Hunt an option or a contract offer to be the running back in Carolina. Sounds kind of crazy, but that's what I'm going to go for. Offensive lineman, there's no good centers here, so I'm not even going to worry about the center position, at least here. Left end, we don't really need left ends. D tackle, we could use another D tackle. So could bring back Matt Ioannidis, so I decided not to resign. Got like Derek Nottie here as well. I'm going to go ahead and offer Matt Ioannidis a contract just to bring him back on like a 1-year deal, just in case I can't get another D tackle here. And then wide receiver, I also kind of want to take a look at, although we have like Shenault, DJ Moore, got like Myers out here, Miko Hardman. Offensive line was the biggest weakness, and then D tackle was the other thing. Maybe another free safety, just kind of have insurance for Xavier Wood could also be an option. So I'll go for like Juan Thornhill, maybe something along the lines of that. And then that'll probably be my offseason, really. So we could also maybe trade someone for another draft pick. That way we have some more capital to go ahead and trade up in the draft. So here are my 3 offers right now. They're not the greatest offers, don't get me wrong. Carolina, we do get Juan Thornhill. We're trying to get Kareem Hunt and Matt Ioannidis. We are going to get Kareem Hunt, which is nice. And then Matt Ioannidis, we might have to offer a little bit more on. So I'm going to offer a little bit more on Matt Ioannidis, who just played here. And if he signs, that's great. And we get Matt Ioannidis. So that's only my 3 free agent signings. Nothing crazy. But we accomplished what we wanted to accomplish here. That's the biggest thing. So now it is time to go in to see what our draft pick situation is looking like. Because the team with the #1 overall pick is the Chicago Bears. How easy would it be to trade up to #1? We have pick 12 according to Madden, which I don't think is actually the case. We should have pick like 10 or 9 or whatever it is. But it's fine. Whatever. I'll just roll with it. So 12, 44. We have 63. So we have 2 second round picks. So yeah, I do really want to sell in on trading up to #1 for Bryce Young. The Bears have all incentive in the world to trade down as well, since they already have their franchise quarterback. So of course you have to offer 12, 44, and then maybe even your first round pick next year. But if it gives you the guy you believe in Bryce Young, maybe this is too much to give up. I'm offering it anyway. This would give me the #1 overall pick, and I'm going to secure Bryce Young to be on this Carolina Panthers team. And that's what I wanted to accomplish all along. So now let's head to draft night. We give up one of our seconds, our first next year, but we believe in Bryce Young as the quarterback here going forward. Another good option, if Rodgers goes back to Rodgers goes back to Green Bay, you can maybe go ahead and trade for Jordan Love maybe. Or if the 49ers are willing to give up Trey Lance, if they're rolling with Brock Purdy, maybe you could do that. I don't think the 49ers are forced to trade Trey Lance though, but that's an option. So we have our quarterback by trading up, and that's what I wanted to accomplish all along. So at pick #1 overall, I am 100% taking Bryce Young and getting myself my franchise quarterback for the Carolina Panthers, and that's what I wanted to accomplish. So boom, got that done. I think the Colts should be another team that should be interested in trading up. Round 2 pick 31 is going to be our next selection. We get round 3, so we need a hit on this pick as well. So round 2 pick 31, I'm looking at the center position the most. But take a look at what's available. We got like Jervin Dexter. That's actually also very tempting. We want to take another D tackle next to Derek Brown. Got Davis Allen, Zach Harrison, Eli Ricks. Let's see. Center on the board. Let's see who is available. So you got Jarrett Patterson. Can I wait till round 3 to take him? That's going to be, let's see how far down the board he is. He's down -41. So could I wait till the next round to take him? Let's see. How far down the board is the center? Maybe we can just kind of gamble on it. Hopefully he is, yeah, he's down the board quite a bit. All right, so I am going to gamble, and I am going to take Jervin Dexter to be my new D tackle. I got Matt Ioannidis, of course, but I'm going to take Jervin Dexter out of Florida, and then I'm going to hope and pray that we have our center, Jarrett Patterson, on the board next, which is going to be round 3, pick 31. Wow, I thought we'd have a higher third-round pick, so this might have been a mistake. So let's see if he's still available. If he is, that would be absolutely amazing. I still see some corners that are available there. So if our center is still on the board, it's an absolute home run. If he's not, it kind of sucks, but it's all good. He is not here anymore. He is gone. Damn. Okay. So I had to try to gamble. Jarrett Patterson is gone. No center. But I do have some offensive linemen that are solid on the board. So I can move maybe a guard to center and just kind of roll with it. So I'm going to take the Alabama left guard and move him to center, or move one of my guys to center. Just kind of roll with that. So Cohen, welcome to the Carolina Panthers, and that will be my 3rd round pick. And now we can go to round 4, pick 12, and those were from the Christian McCaffrey trade, I believe. So for pick 12, let's see what we got here. We got Rice, Ricks, Malachi Moore, Kelly out of Stanford. We also got like DJ Turner, Eli Ricks. A lot of good, interesting corners on the board. So I guess we could take one of them. I see DJ Turner with B-man coverage. We'll take him and just add some more cornerback depth, and I'll call it a day here in the draft. So that is going to be my draft, my offseason for the Carolina Panthers. The main thing is finding that quarterback, whether you resign Sam Darnold, maybe you believe in Matt Corral, but I think the biggest, the sexiest decision would be to trade up and draft Bryce Young. So offensive line is going to be Kwanu, Cohen, Christensen, Corbett, Taylor Moton. You got Thomas and Trimble as your tight ends, DJ Moore, Kareem Hunt, Chuba Hubbard, Bryce Young at your quarterback position, Laviska Shenault, Terrence Marshall, and then I guess we got another wide receiver here as well who could maybe step up and be something for us later on. Defensively, you got Wilson, you got Shaq Thompson, Frankie Louvu, Jeremy Chin, Juan Thornhill, Dante Jackson, CJ Anderson, Montos, Dexter, Ioannidis, Jervin Dexter here as well, Brian Burns, JC Horn, DJ Turner. So very solid on both sides of the ball. This team, if Bryce Young plays well, could easily be a playoff team in the NFC South when this division looks like it could be wide open. So hopefully we can just win our division and make the playoffs that way, or it could just be a dominant team in the NFC as well. That works for me too. End of the season, the Falcons actually won the division, but we went 10-7. So the NFC South went from being very, very bad to being pretty damn good. That's kind of what happened with the NFC East as well. The Panthers are usually always pretty good in the simulation at Madden, it feels like. Tyler Huntley led the league in touchdowns or was top 3, which is kind of bizarre. Is he playing for the Ravens? Where is Tyler Huntley starting right now? That is very interesting. But offense was 15th in the NFL, and then defensively 25th. So you had 43 and 11 from Bryce Young. Very solid rookie season. You have Kareem Hunt, 1,600 yards, 13 touchdowns. Chuba Hubbard, 400 yards. Bryce Young had some rushing yards as well. Laviska Shenault, Terrence Marshall, DJ Moore, 12 touchdowns, 9, and then 15 from Shenault, which is very solid. Defensively, sacks-wise, you had 12.5 from Brian Burns, 6.5 from Luvu, 4.5, 3.5, 2.5, and then interceptions you had, 5 from Juan Thornhill we got in free agency. That's really solid. So also to note, Kareem Hunt had 602 receiving yards. So yeah, he kind of took in that Christian McCaffrey role because that's how this playbook operates in Madden. So let's just jump in to our playoff game. Unfortunately for us, we draw the Dallas Cowboys in round 1, and we all know how that usually goes in Madden. So we'll jump in. We'll have some fun. Let's go in here, though, and rock the All Blacks. Why not? This should be a lot of fun. All black helmets, all black jerseys. I'm going to rock with it, and let's see if we can come in here and upset the Dallas Cowboys. We got to come into Jerry World and do our thing, but let's see how Bryce Young operates against a very good, talented Cowboys defense. They're going to go up 3-0, and they're going to go up 6-0. And we have not scored so far. It doesn't even look like we've gotten in Cowboys territory. Finally got interception, and the game is only a 2-point game now. So now, thought we could take the lead there. We do not, and the Cowboys are going to go up. And we're in the game still, but we're not scoring. The only time we scored is when we were in good field position. And you guys, like I said, you know how it goes. When you play the Cowboys in this game, you lose. So that's how this goes for us. Mike McCarthy wins a playoff game once again, and we lose to the Dallas Cowboys. But that is how my prediction is for the Carolina Panthers. If they can make the playoffs, that's great. I think this team is just a quarterback away from being pretty darn good. Maybe another wide receiver, a running back as well. But Bryce Young, if you could trade up and get him, that's awesome. Or just trade up maybe to number 4, Will Levis. Maybe CJ Stroud still available. Panthers need themselves a quarterback. Let's see what they do this offseason. My bold prediction is they're going to try to trade up. Will they do it? We shall see. But hope you guys enjoyed this one. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.